Okay, he starts off playing d4. I'm going to match him with d5. This is called the closed game. Closed game. I'm pretty unfamiliar with it. Okay, this is the Queen's Gambit. Relatively unfamiliar with it, but we'll see how I do. There was a Netflix show that was based off this. The name was based off this opening, but I couldn't stand the show. I'm going to defend that pawn with this knight. Yeah, that looks good. By the way, Michael's a much stronger player than me. He's basically been playing chess his whole life. But with the amount I play, I probably should be better than I am. I play a lot more than him now. But, probably just develop this bishop. What I'll do is I'll move this bishop over here, pin his knight to his king, so that knight can't move. And then I could possibly bring this knight to double attack that knight. So I'll go with that. I bet he's... Ooh, I didn't expect that. I always forget about that move. I mean, the only logical move here is to move the knight here. It's pretty much the only option. He's putting pressure on my knight, that's for sure. I'm going to spend probably a minute on this move. Because it's important. The question is, should I... Instinctively, I want to play the bishop up here so that this knight is defended twice. And if he takes the knight, I'll take his knight with my bishop. Yeah, let's do that. If he takes my bishop with his knight, I don't know what I'll do then. Okay, yeah, he took the knight. So I'll do this. And then I'll do this. Chase his queen away. Can't complain too much about my position. Pretty soon I'm going to castle, get my king to safety. And he's preventing me from castling. I'm tempted to play a5 just to put the question to him again where his queen's gonna go, because I don't like his queen position there. Let me just make sure. Okay, everything's protected. Yeah, let's do it. See where he'll move the queen. I bet he'll move it back to a3. Okay, moves it back there. Now I can castle. Which I think is what I'll do. Yeah, it's time to castle. I could see him attacking my rook with his dark squared bishop. Okay, he pushes the pawn to c5. Interesting. I kind of want to move this knight somewhere to get my queen out more. I mean, my queen's pretty locked down on d1. I think I'm going to move the knight here. Just to give my queen an avenue and to attack the weak pawn on c3. Yeah, looks good. Yep, I'm going for it. I definitely have the better position right here. I think he'd agree. He's just very passive right now. Doesn't have any pieces in action. They're all right by his king still. Generally what you want to do is develop your pieces quickly and get your king to safety. At least that's what I've been taught. I mean, in chess, there are lots of exceptions, so maybe he's got a grand plan under his sleeve, but I think I'm holding my own here. Taking up a bit more time than I'd like, but I do have a 10-second increment, so after every move, I get 10 more seconds, which helps at the end. If I were him, I might consider a move like bishop b2, just defend that pawn, develop the bishop a bit. If I can, I'll play queen f6, bring the queen out here so that my rooks are connected. Okay, he defends the pawn that way. I wish I could attack his queen with my bishop, but that's not possible. I might still bring my queen out. She's begging to be moved. I can just feel it. There's nothing really I could do to... I could bring the queen to d7, prepare to bring the bishop to b5, because the bishop, I really don't like its position. Question is whether to do... If I play queen f6, he's probably just going to push his f pawn. But then again, I would have a queen check after that. Mm-mm. Yeah, I'm going to bring the queen out to f6. I'll worry about that bishop later. Just think this is too powerful of a threat. He can definitely defend with pawns, but when you move a lot of pawns, pawns create weaknesses when they move. So maybe that'll be something I can exploit. This queen and knight combination is very powerful in attacking because this square is... If he does nothing here, I can just attack, take this pawn. And I'm looking very good there. If he moves his king, I can move this bishop. My bishop is suddenly good. I think I made the right call moving my queen to f6. Because if I move the bishop to b5 and attack his queen, he can just retreat and I wouldn't have any follow-up really. Although this diagonal would be nice for this bishop. It does not need to be defending this pawn because I don't intend to push this pawn, my e-pawn, anytime soon. Okay. I must admit I forgot he could defend that way, which is probably the best way to defend because he develops that piece. I think I'm going to move the bishop up here. It is undefended, but I'm going to prepare to push the pawn to c6 after. Also prevents him from castling. Okay. He played that move likely so he could develop his light squared bishop and castle this way. It'd be nice if I had a dark squared bishop because I could really barrel down on this weak pawn. It's a weakness, but I don't really see any way to get to it, especially since my queen's over here as a consequence of bringing it to the to the king side. I like where my knight is. I think he's going to attack it with his bishop next if he gets the chance. So I think I'm just going to attack his... Ooh, I got to push this pawn first. Push the pawn, and then I think I'll attack the queen. Yeah. And now we attack his queen. I think I should move my knight. I really don't want it to be captured. Kind of at a loss of what to do here. Because attacking his queen is out. He's well out of range of my knight. My bishop can't attack really anything. I just have to figure out how to exploit this position. And now he's in a much more active position. Because all his pieces are developed. Besides the rooks, but he'll be castling soon. And fix that problem. I think I really do need to push a pawn at this point. But I'd be giving up the knight. I don't really have a good place for the knight to go. Doesn't have any good options, so it's being attacked twice. I think what I'll do is move the queen up to defend it. Yeah, my queen's defended, so I think that's good. Might think about moving my rook to e8 here, just so I could push this pawn. Maybe move the rook up so I could double with the other rook on the e file. Never a bad idea. Lines up with his king for now, but he should probably castle relatively soon, in my opinion. We'll see what he does. I'm down on time quite a bit, so only move 16 too. Should move a little faster probably. And I'm going to take with the pawn because I like having my queen. I don't want him to capture the queen. He castles. I really wish I had that dark squared bishop. And this bishop is pretty trapped on that side of the board because the pawn's behind it. It might just be time for it might be time just to push the this pawn, or perhaps just move the rook. Yeah, I think I'll just move it. It's sort of a, I don't know what to do, so I'll just do that move. Those come in handy. I'd rate the position slightly in my favor still. Couldn't tell you why, but it feels like I'm a little bit better. I definitely don't have the grip I thought I had on this match. I'll go here. Can't attack the bishop with any pawns. Can't attack it with his queen because I can just take it. So yeah. And there's also this safe d5 square. And now I think I'll move the queen up here. Put pressure on the e2 pawn. Yeah, let's do that. I could see him pushing his f pawn. In that case, I'll just take with my e pawn. Okay, there we go. Take with this. And now I think I'll push. Could attack his rook. But then he'll attack my queen. But then I could play queen h3. Doesn't look too bad. I think that looks right. Feels correct. Yeah. If he attacks the queen, I'll probably move it up to h3. I like the diagonal this bishop is on. His king is really restricted. If he attacks the queen, h3, and then this square is the key square because he moved these pawns, so he weakened. The consensus is if you move pawns in front of your king, it's very weakening. But I couldn't tell you why that is. That's just what I've read. I think pawns or no pawns, a queen bishop battery would be devastating. Okay, he retreats. Now I think I'll push. Look to double up the rooks, maybe. That was a good move he made. Actually, no. Because this bishop needs to stay here. Could attack the queen. I can't. Bishop needs to stay where it's at. I might just... I might do this. Then he could play this dark squared bishop. No, he can't. I can take. I'm running out of time here, so I can't do much explaining or thinking. We're on move 24. I've got 2:15 left. And he's a pawn ahead. Not good. Haven't figured out a way to capitalize yet. Fortunately, the door is open for my bishop to move to e4, attack that queen. No longer needs to be defending the f7 square from the dual rooks. Okay, if I take his rook, then for sure he's going to move the bishop to that square. I may just take it just because I don't want to waste too much time. Let me do this first. Really go after that weak square around his king. Yeah. If he moves his rook back, I think I'll just attack it by moving my rook to f8. He's always got to be aware of that mate threat, though, which I'm sure he is. Okay, he addresses the threat. Now I'll go here. If he takes my rook, I'll take it, but he's got to watch out for mate. I probably should have took that rook. because my queen would have still been in the same spot. I wasn't putting the queen in a vulnerable position. Hopefully he just takes the rook. That way I get a free, extra 10 seconds. I need to build up my time, build it back up. He's really thinking this through. Hopefully he doesn't come up with something completely off the wall. I think taking my rook would be a mistake, though. And I bet he doesn't take it. I bet he makes some other move. He's got 436 left compared to my 126. I love where my bishop is. My bishop is beautiful. That d5 square is a huge weakness for him. Didn't expect that. We'll go here. Just because it's a free bishop, and depending on how he responds, if he takes with the rook, I'll just take. If he takes with the rook, it's game over, so he won't do that. He'll have to take with the pawn, in which case I'll capture that pawn with the rook. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, I like my position again. I like everything except the time I have. I think I'll just... yeah, I have to take en passant. Get rid of that pesky pawn. If he takes... Hopefully he just takes with the rook. Ooh, oh. Damn. Forgot that is... I'll just take here. No checkmate because the queen defends that weak square. But I think I'll go here. No, I'll go here. Yeah, that looks good. 49 seconds left. I'm eyeing up this h1 square with the bishop queen battery. Possibly moving this pawn up. Possibly just taking this pawn. I've got quite a few options here. Don't know what's best, but the worst thing to do is waste more than 10 seconds on the next move. If nothing else, a quick check will be good just to have a quick move available. Okay, he resigned. I'll chat with him. Good game. Wasn't expecting that result, but I won. That was a good game.